Hey, this is BugPowderDust. Thank you once again for joining me for my occasional series, Distinctly Average. I'm mostly Distinctly Average player, but every now and again I have a rather good game, and this is one of them. It's the Ace Tanker replay of a game that I've just had in the Panzer Mutz. And we're here on Fjords. It's a tier 8 game, which is very nice for me. Teams are fairly evenly split in terms of heavies and mediums and TDs, etc. And I'm thinking, well, I'm a medium, I'm going to go to where the mediums tend to hang out and fight each other, which is up north, and I'm kind of hoping and praying that people do come with me. So off we go. Now the Panzer Mutz, I really enjoy playing. It's very much like the Indian Panzer, sort of similar characteristics, broadly speaking. Has got a nice gun. I actually get on better with the Mutz than I did the Indian Panzer, even though I got through the Indian Panzer to the Leopard PTA, which I'm kind of disappointed with, to be honest, but that's for a different day, different story. So I see I'm being joined by a CDC and an E25, and at this point I'm thinking, well, I hope we don't run into any heavies, because we don't really have the tanks to fight heavies. I'm lightly armoured, the CDC has got no armour whatsoever. The E25 is not really known as being a brawler, it's a kind of snipey camo tank. Very good, but not to be used in close range really. So we go around the corner, see a Cromwell B, it's a good start. I pause because I've been in the situation where I go barreling around corners where I see an easy target and I run into others, big brothers. So I snap off a shot, which is absolutely lousy, and I back up. There's two artillery on the other side, and I really don't want to get hit by artillery this early in the game, thank you very much. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of waiting cautiously, seeing what we come up against. If it's a couple of mediums, maybe a light or two, fantastic. I don't want to see any heavies though. The CDC's very keen, doing some spotting. He's already lost a big chunk of his health, so I'm being very careful here. Many times I've been smacked in the face at this exact point. So there's an IS-6, that's not really a great start. IS-6, bouncy armour, not a great gun, but that can be frustrating to play against. And I'm thinking already at this point, well, there is three of us, we can probably take the IS-6. See Jagdtiger 88 in the distance, that's a pretty sweet target, so I'm going to chance my arm here. So I'll take a long range shot. This gun's very good for long range shooting. So I aim, and I appear to miss, which is great. So back up. We managed to bounce a shot from the T-34-85, the tier 6 medium, off probably my turret. So again, I'm not keen on taking on the IS-6 face to face, because why? Anyway, so the enemy AMX ELC crashes, which is good for us, it's good for them. And I'm kind of two minds what to do here. Then I see the IS-3 and I'm thinking, nah, we can't do this. The IS, which was coming north to join us down in E9, has gone. So I type in chat, we need to get out of here. I think I've got chat disabled actually, but on this replay, but I type in chat, let's go, we need to get out of here. I mean, a CDC, a Bulldog, and an E25 and myself versus two tier 8 heavies and a medium, and God knows what else they've got there. It's pointless. I wouldn't last 5 minutes. And they just chew through all of us and we lose all our tanks. So, come back down the hill. Now my plan here is to basically come round and come up through the 7 line, maybe get behind those guys and perhaps put some shots in. Now I think, yeah, I thought that building would be destructible. Wasn't the case. But the building's going to be very useful, as we'll see later on in the game, so I'm kind of glad I didn't destroy it, and you'll see why. Anyway, I come around the corner and I see that there's a Jagdtiger 88 there, which is actually quite a juicy target. It's 4-6, so we are actually in the lead. Sorry, we're losing 4-6. So I'm just waiting for him to show more of his lower hull. So let's get a reload in. There we go. Should have gone for the tracking shot, but so he rams the IS. I don't know what the IS is doing, but he's dying. So, whoa! And out of nowhere, a wild M41 Bulldog appears. I don't know if he rammed me on purpose or, but yeah. Anyway, so 314 damage to the Bulldog, and he gets taken out, which allows me to use his wreck and concentrate on the lower plate of the Jagdtiger 88. Is he going to rush me? Then there's an M6 there, and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to get into it. M6 has put out 220 damage, 200 damage per shot. I can do without that. So I back up and play it cautious. I want to see what the M6 and the T26, the Pershing there, are doing, and also the Jagdtiger. There don't seem to be any rush to come around the corner. Now, if I just pause the game here a sec, we'll see on the east, the E25 and the M41 have both buggered off. They've decided that they're not going to fight the two heavies either. So they come south, which leaves our zero line open. So we just lost the CDC there. We haven't lost any more tanks, which is good. On with the game. So I'm seeing if I can get a bead on this Jagdtiger 88. There's a rock in the way, so I kind of zoom out, get a better perspective on things. I'm thinking, okay, I can one-shot this guy. I can take a hit. Anyway, the E25 YOLO's in and takes care of the Jagdtiger 88. So I'm going to see if I can get a shot on the AMX, which I can. I go for the tracking shot, miss. But I get quite a decent reload on this, so I'm going to go for the tracking shot again. There we go, and he's tracked. Which means the E25, I think, I've done the E25 a favour, and then finish off the AMX without much problem. So the score's now 10-9, so we have brought it back. So what have you got left? We've got two RT, two TDs, myself, and a light tank, and they've got two heavies, two mediums, and an RT. So it's all to play for you. Our M40 is not in a great position. He's just north of the base. So I see the Super Pershing and decide, look, I'm going to go and help the M41 Bulldog. Let's see if we can hit Super Pershing. Very strong frontally, not great from the side. For him, that is. So, sure enough, get the tracking shot in. He's shooting the Bulldog, which is trying to take him on from the front. So I'm go for the side of the turret, hopefully kill the loader with the gunner. And I'm very twitchy about what's behind me, so I kind of move forwards using the rock. And he turns his tank just as I try to shoot aside. And I'm thinking, right, do I go back? What do I do here? But I'm thinking, no, I don't think I'm going to leave the M41 to face the Super Pershing. I need to go and help him finish that, because that's quite a problematic tank. So I think we've got time to decap. So I'm going to go around, just take the Super Pershing out, hoping that he misses, which he does. Take a little bit of ram damage, and I shoot his weak spot. So that's job done. So let's pause again. We are not in a good position here at all, and I thought at this point we're going to lose. It's 11-11, but they're already capping. We're capping as well, but they've got two vehicles in the sort of cap area. We've only got the Dickermax, and frankly I'd rather the Dickermax was in the thick of the action rather than capping. So yeah, they've got RT as well, but we'll see. Now their RT was last spotted over an F8, which is an odd position for him. Anyway, so I go RT hunting. I need to take the RT out. I'm well aware of the IS-6 to my left. Oh, and there he is. Okay, what's he doing there? So fortunately I have a wreck in front of me. That'll do nicely. Back up. He fires, hits the wreck. That's some bad luck to him. And he gets taken out. Got the IS-3 in front of me. Fortunately he's not paying attention and shoots at the M41 or the E25, whichever. And I'm thinking, right, I'm going to ignore the IS-3. I could shoot him in the arse here, but I need to decap. We've got 48 seconds. So up I go, and great. Oh no, he's behind a wreck. That is really bad. Fortunately I have slightly enough time left to get round to this wreck and maybe have a shot at him, which I do. So I bought us some time. He was very well placed behind that wreck. If I hadn't immediately gone after him, we would have lost to a cap. Right, so scores are now our team, 4 of us, versus the IS-3 and the IS-6. That's a lot of firepower. And yeah, so the E25 and the M41, we seem to be working really well as a team here, which is great. So they all go off north, almost as if they're working together, which they don't appear to be. Anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, where's the IS-3? Because if I can get some shots into his side, so I load APCR, because this is absolutely crucial, and IS-3 is a bit of a pain in the neck to hit. And there he is, so snap off a shot, and hide. I keep the APCR loaded. Now, I'm above the IS-3 here, so I'm acutely aware that me shooting his lower plate probably is not going to be an option. So I keep the APCR loaded, because I need to decap. Now, you'll notice that he can't spot me until I fire, and then I get spotted. So that's very useful to know, and I'll use that to my advantage. So he backs out of the cap zone, because he's under fire from the E25. I'm spotting for the E25. And the E25 doesn't have the penetration to go through his front. I assume he's not using gold. But every time the E25 fires, as you can see, he just bounces. Now, I've run out of APCR here. I need to bring a few shots. And because I'm above the IS-3, I can't hit his lower plate very well at all because it's super angled now. And going for his... And he's full on, he's straight on at me, which means that his angling is actually very, very good, whether by luck or by design. So I'm getting quite frustrated here. Every shot I take, I've got to wait for the spotting to wear off. Now I could spot him, pull back, then shoot, and that's what I should have been doing. This is where I'm kind of showing my noobishness, really. Very accurate gun. I think on my next shot I decided to go for his lower plate, because I know that it's a kind of a weak spot, but not if you're above the IS-3. If you're below him or at the same ground level, it's, yeah, absolutely. So there we go. Aim for the lower plate this time. Aiming, aiming, aiming. The shot goes a little bit high, and I'm bouncing. I'm getting really frustrated now. I don't really know what I can do here. The E25 is dead. The M41 Bulldog is going to be taking on what appears to be the IS-6 over by the cap zone, who I assume killed the Dickermax. So I load heat. Maybe heat will do something. And heat doesn't, so I'm out of ideas now. However, the IS-3 is coming. I'm wondering why he's doing this, because it makes him vulnerable. Then I see why. IS-6. So let me pause the game here. At this point, the IS-6 is running up on me. Now I know this building is not destructible. However, if he flanks me, I'm done. So I have to move now. Now fortunately, his shot got eaten by my tracks. So I repair the track, and I get out. Would you believe it? My snapshot on the move then kills the IS-3, which is exactly what I needed. So I'm going to go up and round, go for the tracking shot, it doesn't work. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to keep moving. So mobility is my friend here. And my fast reloading gun, I can take one more hit from him, which I do. Now he kills my engine, but that's enough for me to put the final shot into him. And that was that. So let's take a quick look at the post-game stats. It was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. I got a raft of these sorts of medals. I always like getting Bruiser. Makes my heart sing. But also I got Hand of God, which is pretty cool. But these are the most important ones over here. Defender, so that's from shooting the IS-3. I got the high caliber and also Top Gun as well. I didn't realise I'd actually killed 7 tanks in the game. I wasn't paying attention to that, but it's always very nice to see. Team score, got the highest damage, 4,525, which is great. I don't normally see that sort of damage in a game like this, so I'm very pleased to get that. And 1,600 base experience, which is cool. Detailed report, got lots of cash, did use quite a bit of silver, that's gold ammo even, which I paid for with silver obviously, non-premium, but with premium would have been almost 100,000, which is very nice indeed. Lots of XP as well. So there we go, I hope you enjoyed the game, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.